Well, cancer victims across the country are celebrating National Cancer Survivors Day. And here in Eugene, survivors are coming together too. KEZI 9 News reporter Sarah Hurwitz joins us live in the studio with details on the celebration at the Willamette Valley Cancer Institute. Sarah?
Jessica, it was an emotional day for survivors at Willamette Valley Cancer Institute, but they had comfort knowing that they weren't alone in their fight against cancer.
David Williams knows struggle.
I was only 5 years old at the time, and there was a table setting for my mom, there was a table setting for my dad, there was a table setting for my brother, but there was nothing for my sister and I. They were going to starve us.
Williams shared his story of how his cancer diagnosis when he was 29 was just another hurdle he'd have to clear after a life full of hardship.
It was a summer day. My sister came. She says, "Dave, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get some food." And she came back with this grocery bag of food, and I thought at first that maybe she had bought it, but I realized she had stolen that. And so for us to survive, we realized that we're going to have to be thieves.
After spending years in poor foster care and turning to a life of crime, Williams had found hope. A judge offered lenience for crimes he committed, but that hope was temporary. He was later diagnosed with 2 types of cancer. Doctors didn't think he'd make it through the weekend.
And at 29 years old, I'm thinking to myself, man, I've been married for at that point, I think 6 years. I have a little boy and a little daughter, Grace and Jack, and I'm thinking I'm not going to be able to walk my daughter down the aisle. I'm not going to be able to hold my son's hand as he becomes a man. I'm not going to have my 50th wedding anniversary with my wife.
Since then, he's overcome one of his 2 diagnosed types of cancer, which has bought him some more time. And while doctors say his life will still be cut short, Williams says the hope he has now is from knowing he and others fighting aren't alone. Cancer
is like just a common bond that we share. And it means we've gone through some stuff, we've endured some stuff, and then we're here today.
It's a brotherhood, and it's hard to explain unless you've been there or you've been there with a family member.
Now, doctors also spoke at the event about the evolution of cancer treatments. They said since Richard Nixon's war on cancer, we've come a long way. There are better treatments and there are more survivors. Live in the studio, Sarah Hurwitz, KEZI 9 News.